Welcome back, everybody, at ESPN. We are here at the TD Garden. I'm here with Ben Solo, Gabe Peg, and Dylan Evans. And we're going to be discussing here the Celtics' hopes in Game 5 to win the championship over the Mavericks. What are your thoughts and predictions, and how do you think Kristaps Porzingis coming back will affect their championship hopes?
Yeah, I think Porzingis is definitely one of the main factors on why the Celtics have been so good this whole season. Not only does he provide offensively, but he also provides on the defensive end, being one of the best rim protectors in the game and on their team. But he also gets the rebounds, and he makes everyone around him a better player. And that's what I think makes Porzingis so great and helpful to the Celtics team, because with the Celtics, you have Jaylen Brown, you got Jason Tatum, you got all the star-studded power, and then adding Porzingis into the mix, you really have no one to double team Tatum or Brown, which lets them thrive. So not only is he himself a great player and adds the aspects to the team, but he also helps out the rest of the team.
What are your thoughts?
I would say that's huge for the Celtics because Porzingis is also a three-level scorer on offense, so he's going to help them score from the mid-range, the three-point shot, and inside the paint. And also, obviously, on defense, his rim protection takes those lobs away from Gafford and Lively, so Luke and Kyrie Moore have to get some mid-range shots in the paint.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a really, really big help for Boston here. Kristaps Porzingis, he dropped 18 points in the first half of Game 1, and that really, really pushed the Celtics over the limit, basically shutting out any hopes of Dallas winning that Game 1. And even though he got injured in Game 2, this really set the tone for the rest of the series. And as you saw last game in Dallas, I know it wasn't like a huge must-win game for Boston, but they lost by 45 points, and that's just unacceptable in any game, and especially in a finals game. So him being back for this game really helps them offensively. He not only scores at all three levels, but he opens up the floor for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown for them to do their thing, and Drew Holiday and Derek White also benefit. But on defense, he can really he can protect the rim. And he can stop Gafford and Lively from finishing after him. And honestly, that is what Boston really needs to close out this series. And now they're at home. They're one win away. They get Porzingis back. They have their team healthy. The Mavs, even though they won by 45 last game, they're still not exactly competitive in this series. So this is going to be absolutely huge for Boston if they want to close it out.
Absolutely. We're going to jump straight into predictions. What is your prediction for Celtics Mavericks tonight in Game 5?
I'm going to say the Celtics win by anywhere from 10 to 15 points. I think it's going to be a closer game than people think, but still a solid margin for the Celtics to get the win.
I personally have the Mavericks. They're coming off a huge win. I believe it's the second biggest win in finals history, by far the biggest win by a team down 3-0. And, I think they're going to continue that streak, and we're going to go back to Dallas with a 3-2 series.
Mavericks obviously coming off a big win against the Celtics, but this is a team of destiny. I think they're built for this championship. They got Porzingis back. They're back in the Garden. I think 10 to 15-point range, I think the Celtics take care of business and bring home a title back to Boston.
All I'm saying is that you can never count out Luka Doncic. You can never count out Luka in any game at all, no matter the deficit. But we're here in Boston, we're here in TD Garden, and I'm looking at this crowd, and I'm looking at the guys and how they're feeling before this game. After what happened last game, it's just too hard to go against the Boston Celtics in this game. You can, like they lost last game in embarrassing fashion, but they're at home. They get their starting center back. It is just too good of an opportunity for them to pass up. I have the Boston Celtics winning by 12 points.
And there you have it. I'm your host, Logan Marshall, here with Ben Solo, Gabe Pega, and Dylan Evans. We'll see you next time on ESPN.